Hi there. I'm going to be working in this journal today, the one that I put the M on, and the one with all the glass beads here. It is a junk journal. It has all sorts of different, pages and things in it. I don't know, you may have seen it before. But I just put it together with all sorts of good things in here. It's got some tags in, and I will do a flip through of it when it is done, but right now I'm just going to be working in it today. I want to pick a page that I'm going to be working on, and then I probably will just put it in fast forward and maybe do a voiceover. We'll go from there. Okay, I've chosen this this piece of paper or this page to work on today. It looks like it's a piece of brown packaging paper that I did maybe jelly print on this side, but this side is the side I'm going to be using. And I have some components here that I found that I want to use. The first one is this awesome vintage paper that it's a picture of the paper, or like the inside of a book, an old book, and it's from Julie O, and it's from an antique book from 1846. And like I said, it's a print of the paper. It's not the actual paper. So I'm going to use that, and I've got some of my coffee dyed paper here that's got the real cool pattern on it. I'm going to make a pocket out of, and I've got some embroidered lace or crocheted lace, and a grungy fleur-de-lis, and I've got a navy blue rolled rose because this pretty paper has navy blue in it. It's such a pretty colors, but it's got navy blue in there, and I don't want to cover up the entire page, so I'm going to kind of use my components and work around it, and I will just put it in fast forward because I'm pretty sure that you can see what I'm doing, and it will be easy for you to follow along. Okay, here I am using my Faded Jeans archival ink, and I'm going around my edges of my torn piece of awesome antique looking paper that Julie sent me. I think this pattern is called marbled. I'm not sure, but I know it's very cool looking, and it has the most beautiful navy blue in there, which is why I chose the Faded Jeans for the edging, and I think it looks really nice. This is my little tiny bottle of Fabri-Tac, and that's some really pretty navy blue seam lace. A seam binding lace, I think, is what it was supposed to be for. So here I'm going to twist it and then snip through my twist, and then that gives me a real cool jaggedy edge like that. This is Fabri-Tac just thinned down very slightly with a bit of acetone. And I found that cool navy blue lace, and I thought it would be perfect for this particular project. This page is a little bit shorter than the page underneath it, and I'm paying attention to make sure that I don't glue them together. So snipped again to get a jagged edge. And I had that going one way Excuse me. And then I turned it around. I wish I kind of would have left it the other way, and I'll tell you why here in a second. Because it is folded over, like creased, sort of, right? I find it here in just a second, and right there. And I try to straighten it out a bit, and it's not really going to want to straighten. And I could have turned it around and put it the other way, and the paper probably would have went over it. But then after a while, I thought, just makes it look more grungy anyway. So I left it. And then here's my paper going down. And that glue is just school glue, tacky glue, and a little bit of school glue, a little bit of water, just that type of glue. And then I'm going to catch the corners again because they didn't look like they wanted to stick very well for me. So I put a little bit extra on the corners. So it would stay down where it's supposed to be. And then there's my little piece of coffee dyed paper. That pattern that you see in it comes from the little aluminum trays that I get at the Dollar Tree to put the coffee in, to put the dyed pieces in. You saw me curve the paper there just a little bit before I glued it down. That's just sort of teaching the paper to make a pocket shape. This paper is kind of brittle because I did bake it in the oven after I, had the coffee on it, and I baked it in a real slow oven. That's the little tag I made with the sticker on it from In Love Arts. There's a little fabric, a rose, navy blue material. Anyway, because that pocket was a bit brittle, I wanted to curve it just a tad so that it wouldn't have a tendency to tear. I'm hanging on to that for a minute because I wanted to make sure it glued down well onto my little tag. There's a piece of fabric up there under it, under that corner. You can't really see it, but that's just my little, what I call a bone folder, but it's really not. It's a corner or collar turner for sewing. But it comes in handy for a lot of different things. And this is my piece of embroidered lace. And I didn't check that, and I think that I'm putting the glue on the right side of the lace. You know how lace has a right side and a wrong side? I think I put the glue on the right side. But you know what? I didn't really mind. You can see a couple of bumps in it, after the fact, but all the better. Now this I did check to see if it was the right side or the wrong side. This is the beautiful fleur-de-lis that Jer makes herself. These are gorgeous little embellishments that she does on her machine, and I grunged it up a little bit, and so there that is. and just seeing if my tag will fit and how it looks. I think it looks really cool with that little bit of navy blue in that beautiful paper. This little book is called Butterfly Garden, as you can see, and I got it at the thrift store, and it has the coolest pictures in it. I copied one of the pages on my copier because it's got butterflies on both sides, and I just didn't want to tear into the book, because then I wouldn't be able to use the butterfly on the other side of this one. So I just copied it. And this is the little description of what kind of butterfly it is, and where it's native to. I didn't grab that part, but I did get the part where it gives the name of the butterfly and that type of thing. And so I am going to go around the edges of that paper also with my Faded Jeans archival ink, and the description as well. And I was going to put something under it, and then I thought no, because I want the paper to be able to be really seen and to stand out, because the paper is so gorgeous. I think it would be so cool to own a book that has that kind of marbled paper on the inside of it, for real. Okay, here is my little page in my book, my little journal. I don't know if I ever gave this journal a name. It's just my blue junk journal, my dream, with the beautiful fabric on it. Anyway, here's my page in my journal with the beautiful paper that I'm sure Julie sent me. Crocheted trim, a piece of crocheted trim down here. A beautiful grunged up embroidered fleur-de-lis that I got from Jur, who is Little Snippets 1. And then this little tag that I made. It goes in there with a blue fabric ribbon rose that I made to put on the tag. And then my little butterfly, my eastern-tailed blue. I just really love that page. I don't do too much with blue anymore, but I really had a good time making this one, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Until I visit with you next time, friends, God bless you. Bye.